The story begins with Superman's cousin, Kara. Superman sends her a video message wishing her a happy birthday week, and he asks when she plans to come back. Right now, Kara and Krypto are drifting from planet to planet, partying. Kara draws her powers from the yellow sun, so the two of them spend most of their time on planets orbiting red suns. That way, Kara can actually get drunk like anyone else. The scene shifts to one of those red sun planet called Holzer. Inside a spacecraft, a group of men known as the Briggins arrive to take a man's handcrafted swords. But the leader of the Briggins, Creme, spots a pie sitting there, and he demands the pie first. Watching all of this is a little girl named Ruthie. Her family is ready to hand Creme the sword they forged from the strongest metal they have, quietly and without argument, because they want no harm to come to anyone. But Ruthie's brother, wearing headphones, has no idea what is happening. He steps outside to scare Ruthie as a joke. Creme kills him. Ruthie's family strikes back. Creme cuts them all down except Ruthie. Elsewhere, Kara sits at a bar, working through her drinks. She finds herself thinking she should just move to a red sun planet for good, somewhere she could live an ordinary life instead of existing as a superpowered being. Then Ruthie walks in. She shouts to grab everyone's attention. She announces, "I seek revenge against Creme of the Yellow Hills, who murdered my innocent family in cold blood." Her father destroyed Creme's ship, which means Creme is still somewhere on this planet. Ruthie needs a skill tracker to help her hunt him down. Once she finds him, she intends to kill Creme herself. In exchange for that help, she is willing to give up her family's sword, forged by her father, Elias Knoll. The moment Elias Knoll's name leaves her mouth, one alien starts moving toward her. Then a much bigger alien steps in, tears the sword out of Ruthie's hands, frightens her, and walks straight out. Kara has no choice but to go after him. She tells him, "Just give the sword back. You don't steal from a kid who just lost her parents." Still drunk, Kara attacks the alien and rips the sword away from him. But the alien fights back. And under a red sun, Kara has no real power to fall back on. Krypto arrives and joins the fight, and together the two of them beat the alien and take the sword. Kara returns it to Ruthie. The next morning, when Kara wakes up, a video call comes in from Superman. He asks again when she's coming back. He believes that if she keeps disappearing off planet like this, she will never find her stride on Earth. She will never find her people. But Kara believes she doesn't have any people. Then Ruthie comes to Kara and asks for her help. Kara has no plan of doing any such thing. She doesn't want to help Ruthie turn herself into a psychotic murderer. But behind them, Creme shows up near Kara's ship. He needs a ship to get off this planet. Krypto spots Creme and charges at him. Creme fires a poisoned arrow into Krypto. Then he takes the ship and disappears. Kara rushes Krypto to a doctor, who explains that the poison paralyzes the host slowly before eventually stopping the heart. The antidote is something the Briggins carry on their person. Without it, there is nothing the doctor can do. So Kara has to find Creme and take the antidote from him. She has 3 days to save Krypto. Ruthie tells Kara they could help each other. Kara takes the antidote, and she kills Creme. But Kara doesn't want to bring Ruthie along. She tells her to stay behind and look after Krypto. Sitting at an interplanetary bus stop, Kara starts remembering how she first found Krypto during a funeral. Then she boards the interplanetary bus and sets out to hunt down Creme. But Ruthie sneaks onto the bus right behind her. That's when space pirates called the Sklarian Raiders attack the bus. They come inside and start robbing everyone. Ruthie hides her sword. The Sklarian Raiders take Kara's watch. Then they demand the sword from Ruthie. Kara tells her to let the sword go. But in that same moment, Kara steals a device off one of the raiders. She demands the watch and the sword back in exchange for the device. The device turns out to be a teleportation device. She uses it to try and fight the raiders off, but within moments they overpower her. Kara asks the driver how far they are from a yellow sun. They aren't far at all, but the raiders have stolen the bus engine itself. So Kara pulls on a spacesuit and prepares to head outside on her own. But before she can get her mask on, a raider throws her out. Kara freezes in open space. Then moments later, the rays of the yellow sun hit her. She comes back to consciousness. Kara goes and rips the raiders' bots off the side of the bus. The raiders open fire on her from their ship. Then they lose sight of her, because Kara is flying straight toward the sun. They chase after her, close to the sun. She stops the raiders' attack with her heat vision. Then she uses her speed to strip every engine off their ship. Everyone was shocked by seeing such power. At a rest stop, Kara questions the Sklarian Raiders about Creme and where she can find him. The Raiders tell her he is on Bilquis, a dying planet. Half the population is gone due to atomic war, and the remaining resources have drawn filth like the Briggins. They scavenge people for girls, who will help them continue their all-male race. Kara gets Ruthie a spacesuit. The two of them arrive on Bilquis. On the way in, people are watching them. The two of them head into a diner. The moment they walk in, everyone starts staring at the two girls. A man comes over and sits down beside them, and he tells Kara, "Let me have her and you can walk out alive." But Kara asks him for information about the Briggins instead. She says, "I'll arm wrestle you for her. If he wins, both of them are his. If she wins, he tells her everything he knows about the Briggins." So a different, much bigger alien steps up to arm wrestle. Kara snaps his arm in a single motion. Every other alien in the room turns their weapons on Kara. Kara warns them all that this is not going to end well for them. She sits Ruthie off to the side. Then Kara takes the entire room apart by herself. One alien walks out clapping. The diner's owners, Merrick and Bomer, introduce themselves. But there is another man in that diner, and the sight of him frightens even Kara. This man, Lobo, is an immortal with a god complex who killed off his entire planet. Lobo is hunting a brigand of his own, a man named Drumbaxton. The diner's owners tell him nothing. So Ruthie, despite Kara telling her not to, walks over to Lobo and says she is hunting a brigand too, a man named Creme. She tells him, "We could help you take on the brigands." But Lobo grabs Ruthie by the collar and lifts her off the ground. Kara saves her by claiming they are just drifting around space. She says, "It's my birthday." Lobo calls them useless and walks out. After that, the diner's owners mention that a friend of theirs knows the brigands. They take Kara and Ruthie back to their home and tell them to rest. There, Ruthie asks Kara whether Superman is rude and grumpy like she is. Kara says no. "He sees good in everyone and I see the truth. There are some things Superman never had to go through, so his heart is light." Kara tells Ruthie she isn't from Earth. She is from Krypton. And Krypton didn't die in a day. Kara's father, Zor-El, and his brother tried to warn the council about what was coming, but no one listened. Krypton's core started exploding. But Zor-El manages to activate a force field system that separates a chunk containing the city from Krypton, preventing it from being destroyed. 8 years after that, Kara was going to be born. Zor-El wanted his daughter to live a normal life there, not to be a god on some other planet. Kara grew up right there. But then everyone in what was left of Argo City started falling ill. Because when the city broke off, it unearthed a mineral buried deep in the planet called kryptonite. So in his final days, Zor-El used his brother's sketches to build an escape pod for Kara. He wanted her to go to her cousin and make Earth her home. But Kara refuses. She says, "I'll lie in the ground next to you and Mom." She tells him she is one tiny life, and it makes no difference whether she lives or dies. But her father objects. She is his life and her mother's life. She has to live. Kara remembers how her mother, as she was dying, made her promise to just be good. And that doesn't mean you have to be nice. You just be good. It was at her mother's funeral that Kara found Crypto. Zor-El gives them his watch and sends both Crypto and Kara toward Earth. But now, Kara steps outside. The couple are out there talking in an alien language. They sit Kara down and offer her tea. Kara drinks it. And right then, a ship arrives outside. The couple tell Kara that the brigands come here and take the girls away. They took their own daughter, Sarna. And right then, Kara starts feeling dizzy. The couple can't understand it. Kara should have been paralyzed by now. But Kara, still reeling, pulls milk out of the fridge and drinks it to coat her stomach against the poison. This couple sold out Kara and Ruthie to the brigands in return for their daughter. And right then, the brigands arrive. Kara sees Creme and runs. She is trying to make herself throw up to get the poison out of her body. But Creme catches her. He slams her into the wall over and over. And all that slamming makes Kara vomit. After that, she can fight. Creme is holding the antidote up in front of her. But Kara goes upstairs first to save Ruthie. She grabs her and flies out. She takes Ruthie somewhere else and tells her to stay put. And right then, Lobo shows up. The girls try to escape the brigands. Kara comes back and fights too. But Ruthie doesn't stay where it's safe. Lobo came here for the bounty on one brigand's head. The couple's daughter, Sarna, sees her chance and runs. But Creme goes after her to kill her. Lobo starts to leave with his brigand. The other brigands block him. So he joins the fight properly, alongside Kara. Meanwhile, Ruthie is chasing Creme. After saving all the girls, Kara takes to the air and starts searching for Creme. Ruthie pulls her sword to kill Creme. Kara sees them and stops Ruthie from attacking him. That is what gives Creme the chance to kill Sarna's family and Sarna herself. Creme escapes again, right in front of Kara's eyes. And Ruthie blames Kara for all of it. But Kara didn't want Ruthie to kill Creme, because it will mess her up. It will haunt her for the rest of her life. Ruthie says, "So what, should I become like you? Someone who left Earth to wander around out here drunk so she doesn't have to feel anything?" So Kara leaves Ruthie on her own and flies off into the air. She goes out into space and screams as loud as she can, letting all her frustration out. In her anger, Kara grabs an alien who knows about the Briggins. The alien covers Kara's face and takes her to them. They drop her off a short distance from the Briggins ship. But the moment Kara sets foot on this planet, she weakens and collapses. Because this planet orbits between a yellow and a green sun. The green sun is Kara's weakness. And right then, someone comes down from the ship and drags Kara away. Kara remembers the first time she met her cousin, Superman. At that point, Kara didn't know Earth's language and Superman didn't know Krypton's. But Superman tells her about Earth anyway, even though Kara can't understand a word of it. She was too busy wondering why Superman was wearing his underwear on the outside. Even after some time passes, Kara still can't accept Earth as her home. Earth doesn't suit her at all. Now, in the present, she comes to inside a cave where Ruthie has brought her. Ruthie had snuck onto that alien's ship and followed her here. But this green sun is going to kill Kara. Ruthie has brought Kara's suit with her. But Kara says it's just a stupid suit. It can't do anything. Kara starts thinking about Crypto, that she never even said goodbye to him. Ruthie tells her not to freak out, and she apologizes for the things she said. You are not always nice, but you are kind. In pain, Kara asks for water. Ruthie heads outside to get it. She spots an alien bathing there. Then another alien comes up behind Ruthie and knocks her out. Ruthie wakes up in the Briggins jail. In the cell next to hers, Lobo is locked up too. He tells her the tops of these bars are poison-tipped. Ruthie asks him how he got caught. Lobo says hunters don't get caught. They set a trap and wait. So Ruthie tells Lobo her story. And right then Creme walks in. He asks Ruthie to tell him where the Kryptonian is. If she tells him, he will let her live. But Ruthie spits in Creme's face. Creme tells them to kill her before the end of the day, and he walks out. But not long after, Ruthie starts crying that she doesn't want to die. Take me to Creme. I'll tell him about Kara. So a guard comes and opens her cell. And Ruthie attacks him instead. She somehow manages to knock this guard down. Watching it, even Lobo is impressed. She frees him too. He will help her. This whole plan was Lobo's. Ruthie goes through the air vent into the armory, where her sword is lying. From there, she also sees the captured girls. Meanwhile, Kara's condition has gotten far worse. But finally, after the green sun sets, the yellow sun rises. And Kara starts to recover. Elsewhere, Ruthie sneaks onto the ship's deck. But Creme spots her. He grabs her. Creme was going to kill Ruthie with her own sword. Ruthie says, do it. But right then, behind him, Kara arrives in the Supergirl suit. She shoots heat vision at Creme, attacks him, punches him. But Creme's men back him up. One of them attacks Ruthie. Ruthie ends up hanging off the ship by a rope. Up top, Kara beats them all down. But Creme shoots her with kryptonite-infused arrows, the ones he made specially for her. And Kara is once again powerless and weak. Creme talks about ending her suffering quickly. He calls a brigand forward to cut Kara's throat. But right then, Lobo makes his entrance. He grabs Creme and is about to kill him. Kara tells him no. So Lobo throws Creme over the side. And he ends up hanging from the same wire as Ruthie. Lobo throws explosives across the Briggins' entire ship. Meanwhile, Kara pulls the arrows out of herself. But she can't fly yet because of the kryptonite's effect. She sees Creme and Ruthie hanging from the wire. Kara is struggling even to fight the Briggins. In the scuffle, their tanker falls into the water. Ruthie sees her chance, lets go of the wire, and drops. As the ship crashes, Creme falls down there too. Ruthie has her chance to kill him. But first, both of them run from the ship coming down on top of them. Kara breaks out of the tanker and comes up out of the water. She goes close to the sun and burns off the kryptonite's effect first. Then she saves Ruthie from the crashing ship. Ruthie tells her the girls are still in there. So Kara goes inside the ship to save them. But now Ruthie is alone in front of Creme. And the rest of the Brigands close in around Ruthie too. Ruthie draws her sword. Meanwhile, Kara gets to the girls just in time and saves them. She burns a huge hole through the ship with her heat vision so the girls can escape. Kara rushes back and saves Ruthie. She grabs Creme and beats him down. She takes out every brigand circling Ruthie, one by one. Ruthie watches all this chaos up close, in slow motion. Kara fighting them all, and shielding Ruthie from every attack at the same time. The kidnapped girls help them too. Ruthie reaches Creme to kill him. Kara tells her not to. She says killing him won't end the pain. Your heart is still good and open. Kara tells her that her family is still with her. Her staying alive will be her revenge. So Ruthie doesn't kill Creme. She hugs Kara and starts crying, wishing none of this had ever happened. Then Kara tells Ruthie to leave. Lobo was watching them too. Kara goes and kills Creme herself. She takes the antidote off him and has it injected into Crypto. Crypto survives and recovers completely. He starts playing with Kara again, licking her face. But now Kara and Crypto have to head back. And Ruthie will stay here and live with her aunt. She was thinking about starting to make swords like her dad. And Kara isn't going to some pub anymore. She's going to Earth. Ruthie and Kara say goodbye to each other. But then Kara invites Ruthie to come celebrate her birthday. After that, the scene shifts to Earth. Kara meets Superman. She expresses a desire to stay for the long term, reaffirming that the planet is now her home. And that is where this story comes to an end. Let us know in the comments how you liked this explanation, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.